You're listening to User Media. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. We know Bill Spencer as the bold and the beautiful's beloved Barracuda, Dollar Bill, the Spencer Publications billionaire who has spent over 15 years lording his wealth and power over anyone and everyone while flashing his megawatt smile. But were you aware that our Bill is not the show's first Bill? Recently, in conversations with one-time daughter Luna, the Dollar has gone into depth about his past, as Luna has claimed her own troubled background as the reason she murdered Tom Starr and Paul Hollis last year. Luna has attempted to find common ground with Bill on this issue, and it has forced Bill to remember moments with the father he barely knew. If you didn't become a B&B viewer until after 2009, you may not even be aware of Bill's dad, Bill Spencer. Sr. That was the year he died off-screen, a death that brought about Junior's arrival in Los Angeles. Was Daddy Bill as awful as Bill has been making him out to Luna? And while we're at it, what do we know about the Dollar's mom that we can compare with his recollections of her? That's what we're here to find out in this B&B Remember When. Bill Spencer, Sr. was introduced to us in the soap's first episodes in 1987. The iron fist he's been said to have ruled with lately was indeed there from the beginning, though Bill doted heavily on his daughter, Caroline Spencer, the original, not the namesake we met in 2012. Bill gave extra special attention to Caroline because her mother and Bill's cherished wife, Marion, had died a year earlier. Bill cracked the whip at his Spencer Publications conglomerate for sure, but he saved his true acrimony for Caroline's fiancé, Playboy Ridge Forrester. Ridge had essentially proposed to the virginal Caroline just so she'd have sex with him. Bill had Ridge followed, and just before Caroline was to walk down the aisle, Bill showed her Caroline passed out at the altar after seeing images of Ridge in bed with another woman. Whoops! Bill acquired a new wife in Margot Lindley, although their relationship was not the strongest. Although Bill was eager to adopt Margot's young son, Mark McLean, he also exhibited interest in Stephanie Forrester, for whom he had long had emotions, as well as colleagues Donna Logan, yes, and Julie DeLorean. Bill also published a number of pornographic magazines, which is how he met centerfold Donna in the beginning. What a dude! Continuing to fan the flames of his resentment toward Ridge, Bill did his best to push Caroline toward Ridge's brother Thorne. Remember him? But Bill shared Ridge's grief when Caroline announced she was dying from leukemia. In a twist only a soap could pull off, Bill found solace in the appearance of Caroline's twin sister, Karen, whom Bill had given up for dead after she was kidnapped as a baby. Bill fussed over Karen as well. He gave her control of Spectra Fashions for a couple of years, but Karen relayed in 2012 that Bill had not approved of Karen coming out as a lesbian nor of Karen's spouse, Danielle, neither of whom we've seen since 2015. Bill's presence on the show started to diminish in 1993, when he was in a surprisingly tender romance with Spencer's flighty but down-to-earth secretary, Darla Einstein. Bill came back occasionally until 2003, his most notable actions being procuring a non-FDA-approved drug from his pharmaceutical division and installing Bridget in a prestigious pre-med school in Copenhagen, both at Stephanie's behest. Bill wasn't thrilled when he found out Stephanie had used the drug to try and induce an abortion in Morgan DeWitt, Ridge's obsessive ex-girlfriend who had gotten pregnant by him. So, was Bill Sr. as bad as Bill Jr. has been telling Luna? Yes and no. During Bill Sr.'s 1987 to 1993 run, he could certainly be ruthless in business, and he wasn't the best husband, like when he got frustrated with all the time Margot was taking in helping her brother Jake, who had been sexually abused as a child. But did he treat people like trash, as our Dollar Bill has said? Not really. Ridge deserved Bill's persecution, and, when you break it down, Bill Sr. never ordered people dumped out of helicopters. Ridge published hit pieces on transgender models, Maya, or blew up buildings with people inside, Liam and Sally. Though let's be fair, Dollar Bill didn't know they were still on the premises. Given Bill Sr.'s refusal to accept Karen's sexual orientation and the fact that his dying wish was to sick his son on the Forresters to avenge Stephanie by relieving them of control of Forrester Creations, it would seem Bill did get more curmudgeonly as he got older. This would fit with Bill telling Luna that his father had to cajole him into being a part of Spencer Publications, who knew. It had always seemed that the dollar was born in that CEO seat. Of course, since we don't know when Bill actually met his father, it's hard to gauge when the elder Spencer became this horrible person, or if that's just the junior Spencer's impression of the man later in life. We also need to look at where Dollar Bill fits into the timeline. Even plugging SORAS into the equation, we know Bill couldn't have been born after his dad drifted away from the canvas in 1993. Bill was a man in his 40s when he came to us in 2009. Bill also couldn't have been conceived during Senior's original run, not unless he cheated on Margot or Darla off-screen. He wasn't said to have slept with Julie DeLorean, his most likely candidate for mistress, but you never know. Bill Jr. seemed similar in age to half-sister Karen, but given how much Senior grieved for his wife Marion when the show first started, it seems implausible that the OG Mr. Spencer was unfaithful to the OG Mrs. Spencer. Could the Dalla have been born the year between Marion's death and the start of B&B? This would track. Maybe out of some kind of grief sex Senior went out looking for. Finally, we come to Bill Jr.'s mother, whom Bill characterized to Luna as horrible and manipulative. The slate is clear on that one because B&B has never revealed Bill's mother's identity in over a decade and a half, so she could have any personality attribute imaginable. Wouldn't it be great if, in line with the current tale, we eventually got to meet her? Maybe she was a force to be reckoned with, a lady who instilled so much terror in Dalla that he became a genuine wimp in her company. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my USR Media to our channel and stay with us.